Okay, so I'm gonna make this quick because as you can see, I'm in the gym, right? But I wanted to talk about this because I see a lot of people getting discouraged. And usually I don't even talk about these type of things because I don't want to come off as a person who breaks other people down to build themselves up. That's not what I'm doing here. But I see a lot of people getting discouraged because they're following advice by people who have not figured it out yet. So my biggest piece of advice for you is like, stop listening to these do as I say, not as I do type of people. Stop listening to these easier said than done type of people. Like every time you look up, they're doing another weight loss challenge and they themselves are participating in the weight loss challenge. Or you look up, they're doing another fast or a detox and now they want to invite you in on it while they're trying to lose the next 10, 20 pounds. Or maybe they sit up there with all of these new weight loss recipes and detox cleanses and all of this other type of stuff. And every time you look up, they're losing the same 10, 15, 25 pounds over and over again. And they've been doing this for years. Stop listening to these people. Yes, they can lose weight, but they have not figured out how to keep the weight off. And if your goal is to keep the weight off, they can't show you. How can they show you something that they themselves have not figured out? They can't show you how to master something that they don't know how to do. So stop listening to them because I'm looking at you get discouraged and you're like, I've tried everything. And now all of a sudden you're going through all of these drastic routes and you're feeling discouraged. You're beating yourself up. And the whole time you're following people that have not figured it out. Stop doing that to yourself. It's demoralizing. It's discouraging. It's disheartening. Stop doing that to yourself. You deserve more than that. So if you're looking at a nutritionist, a personal trainer, a health coach, etc., right? I actually want you to stop and actually see, are they living the life that you truly want to live? If you look up and every time, every new quarter, every new year, they over there talking about something, I'm finna lose this weight. How they gonna show you how to keep the weight off? They haven't figured it out yet. You need real world practical advice. And what I'm noticing is most of this advice that you're seeing does not apply to busy professional women, especially not if you are a wife, if you're a mother, if you have other responsibilities. I'm looking at people telling you spend countless hours meal prepping. Half the time you don't even have hours to spend meal prepping. I'm looking at people tell you that you need to be in the gym 2 or 3 hours each day. How? I'll give you a prime example. One of my ladies, she recently signed up to join the CLIQUE, right? She works in like Maryland or DC or Virginia, one of them areas, and she has to commute to the other state for work. That is 3 hours in the car just commuting. Then she works the typical, 9 to 5. That's another like 10 hours. So that's like 13 hours just commuting. That's not the hour that it takes for her to get ready. It's not the 8 hours of sleep that it's taking. By the time you look up, she probably only got 30 minutes to an hour of free time. So instead of following all of these extra rules that are forcing you to be somebody that you're not, you need real world practical advice. You need to learn how to create healthier habits with your life. Okay, this is not going to look the same for every single person. And I say that because recently this lady said, well, you need to just make a commitment to yourself. You have to make this commitment. That's bullshit. Like, seriously, we do not all have the same 24 hours in a day. How does a woman who's building a business, also working a job, who has a spouse, who has children, who got dogs, how does she have the same amount of time as somebody that doesn't have any of that? It's unrealistic. It's unsustainable. So I talk about sustainable changes, right? Because I want to see you actually lose the weight and keep it off, all right? Stats show that about 80% of people who lose weight regain it, and they start regaining it in the very first year of losing it. If you want to get to that outside, if you want to be part of that small population of people who can keep the weight off, you need to stop listening to these people who are out here just dishing out weight loss advice that they can't even follow long term. And if you're tired of the constant up and down, right? You're tired of the constant struggle, watching the scale go up and down. Of course, I'm going to invite you to join us inside the CLIQUE, where I'm going to be walking you through how to lose 30 pounds or more and keep it off without giving up the foods that you enjoy or spending countless hours in the gym. So if you're ready to look and feel your absolute best, go ahead and click the link with this video and I'll see you on the inside.